Many of us are in the cryptocurrency industry. Billy Goatales was spawned out of the cryptocurrency industry. But Crypto Billy also invests and has for 30, 40 years into stocks. Today, I'm going to ask you this. What is the best stock to invest in right now, today, in April 2025? Let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Crypto Billy. Welcome to Billy Goatales and Motivational Mindset. We typically provide motivational ideas and techniques to get your day started, but today I want to get into a little bit of stock and investment action because everyone understands that one of the greatest stocks that you could have been into for the last couple years was NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA, they're pretty much the leader and dominates the AI chip market. They power data centers and gaming, and they're really big in the emerging fields like robotics because they need these chips for all this stuff. So we know about NVIDIA because they just had unbelievable returns, been in the news. We also know the next contender for a tech investment would be Microsoft, because Microsoft has their whole cloud service, their Copilot, their AI side of thing, their software, Windows, and it's a $3 trillion valuation. And they're very stable, right? They're very stable, been around a long time. But have you heard about, or do you know about AVGO? That's the ticker, Broadcom. So what I want you to do is a little homework, is go do some homework on Broadcom. I personally feel like Broadcom is an undervalued gem. Now, Broadcom's chips power things like networking, also AI data centers, smartphones, and their PE ratio is 25, which is really good. It's cheaper, much cheaper in those terms relative to their peers, despite it does have a 45% EBITDA. If you don't know what EBITDA means, maybe that's a motivational mindset we can get into as well. But I am pivoting, and we had a little video on pivoting to Broadcom. Broadcom's diversity from connectivity chips to enterprising software, MVware stuff, you'll find out about that. It really is big on reoccurring revenue. So it's a big revenue stream when you look at that. So I am going to call Broadcom something that we all should look at. And I do believe it will flow over into the crypto space. Now, right now, like everything, we're in April of 2025. It's down. It's down like 35% or so, or maybe even more, 35, 40%. And we talked about pivoting in one of our spaces. This would be a pivot for me. It's a Buffett style pivot. Buying a high quality firm during a dip. AI is big. We all know that. AI and 5G, that whole demand it's long-term growth and long-term demand. We're really just getting started. Now, of course, we have the tariff talks going on right now, but maybe when you're listening to this, that had all ended and there's no concern with tariffs anymore. But I think when there's chaos, there's opportunity. I think that is a great stock to look at. Now, this is not financial advice, of course. This is me telling you what I'm doing, and it's me telling you what to look at and go research and investigate. It's not me telling you what to buy. But I would tell you that Broadcom is making some moves that I find very interesting. In this day and age of X and Google and AI, you can do so much research on these companies, research that you couldn't do before. And still in legacy market, Web 2 market, or TriFi market, I do still enjoy the fact there's a lot of information that you can find and do your research on. Now, a side point, it's a lot easier to do research on stocks than it is on crypto projects. Crypto projects don't have PE ratios. They don't have a lot of rankings. They don't have earnings season. They don't have revenue streams. Some of them have staking platforms and things like that, but no dividends, let's say. So from that, trying to create a proper valuation for a cryptocurrency project, even Bitcoin, is very tough to do. Bitcoin's valuation is based on, basically there's 3 different methods for valuating Bitcoin, but none of them stem from the legacy market. The legacy market has a very good way to value a company and determine if it's undervalued or overvalued. In crypto, it's very difficult to do, even at the top with Bitcoin. I have studied Bitcoin's valuation. As a good investor, I think you always should know what your cost basis are. And of course, I've done a lot of exploring of Bitcoin's valuation, coming at it and attacking it from a Web 2 or TriFi approach. And there are 3 different methods in which you can put a valuation on Bitcoin that is more in a TriFi standard way of looking at it versus the cryptocurrency's way of looking at it. But I digress. What I wanted to make sure that we tell you about today is to go explore Broadcom, AVGO. I think you're going to be pretty impressed at what they're doing. And this is a tip and trick and technique that you're only getting here on Billy Go Tales. For those that actually still buy stock and not just crypto, I highly recommend that you check this one out. And you're getting it right here on Billy Go Tales. All right, everyone, have a great day. Don't forget about our Tuesday X Space. Every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, we're streaming live on every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk a lot more about crypto. Have a great day, everyone.
You can be tough, you can be hard. If you are not a giver, here's my card. There is only one way to win, one way to be well through loving and giving. There is nothing now.